Hi, everyone. We are going to do a micro lecture on the present value of an ordinary annuity. This is part of the series that we are doing on the time value of money. We have a few more of these lectures on the time value of money. These are the building blocks of everything that we're going to do in finance. So it's highly, highly important. And today we're going to look at what happens when we have a regular cash flow stream. So the definition of an ordinary annuity, we saw this in a couple lectures back when we did this. We calculated the future value of an ordinary annuity. Now we're just calculating the present value, but an ordinary annuity is a series of equal payments. They occur in equal intervals, so monthly, yearly, whatever, and they occur at the end of each period. So it's that end of each period that makes an annuity an ordinary annuity versus an annuity due, which we will look at in our next lecture. So let's look at an example real quick. We want to know the present value of a 10-year ordinary annuity. It pays $5,000 per year with an annual interest rate of 7%. Now we're going to discount each cash flow one at a time, and we just look at the present value factor. We learned how to do this a couple lectures ago. So our present value factor is just 1 over 1 plus r to the n. So if we take that formula and we apply it for each individual payment over the 10 years, so there's 10 payments, 10 years, and if we discount the sum one at a time, this is what it looks like. We've calculated the present value factor for each individual cash flow. We used the formula on the previous slide. We have the present value of each individual cash flow. When we add that up, we get 35,118. So we have a formula that we can use. We don't have to calculate that one at a time. I did that to just kind of show you how we would do it. But here we have a formula that makes things easier. And we plug the variables in this formula. PV equals the present value. CF is the cash flow or the payment. R is the interest rate. And N is the number of periods. So look at this formula here. We can just plug the variables in and calculate the present value of the ordinary annuity using that instead of doing it one at a time. And this right side of the formula, of course, this is our present value annuity factor. So we would just multiply the cash flow by that annuity factor. Let's look at that formula applied to the previous example. 10-year annuity, 7%, yearly payment of $5,000 occurs at the end of the period. So we just want to calculate the ordinary annuity factor first. We plug in all our variables, right? 7% is the interest rate, 10 is the number of periods and the year. We plug those variables in and we get a annuity factor of 7.0236. We're just going to multiply that annuity factor by the payment, and we get our 35,118. So we get the same answer as we got when we discounted those cash flows one by one. That is it for today's lecture. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you on the next one.